I wish a poor, hungry motherfucker would try to take my groceries. I've been praying to Jesus my whole life, just waiting for this moment. You take my Cheetos, I'm gonna end your life. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. This is literally the thing that I was born to do. I just been waiting for this moment. Yeah, take my groceries and see what happens. How disgusting all these MAGA motherfuckers are doing. Like every one of you motherfuckers on this app. Like, you can't wait. You've been waiting your whole fucking life to unalive some poor people because they're hungry. Y'all a bunch of fucking sociopath, pussy-ass motherfuckers, man.
Whoa! That dude is roid raging all the way out right now. And let me just say this. You see, this is the problem with a lot of men in America these days. They think that having muscles makes them a man. They think that because they take steroids or maybe they go to Planet Fitness and they sweat a lot around a bunch of other sweaty men, they think that makes them a man. It makes them a man. What makes you a man is being capable to control your emotions, right? That's what makes you a man. Having control over your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, having control over yourself, that makes you a man. What makes you a man is having the ability to lead. Do you think a man like him has the ability to lead? No, he views the world ass backwards already. I mean, he's sitting down in his car melting down about the fact that people are saying, hey, I'm going to defend myself if people try to rob me for my groceries. You see, if anyone should be having a meltdown here, it should be me. After having to subject myself to all of the ghetto ratchet nonsense that I've been subjected to over the last couple of weeks while making these videos for you all. But you don't see me getting irate. You don't see me losing control of myself, my anger, my temper. You don't see me screaming, yelling, and all of that, because even when I'm angry, even when I'm talking about something I don't like, I can still crack a smile. I can still crack a joke because I am in control of myself. He and people like them are not in control of themselves. Okay? They allow their emotions to take control. And that's what that was. That was not a manly macho man rant. You're a bunch of pussies or blah, blah, blah. No. All of those muscles for what? You got all of those muscles and you still act like a whiny little bitch. Still crying and yelling and screaming like an irrational, out of control female that can't control her emotions. Right? And it's crazy because we have thousands upon thousands of videos of people threatening to kill and to harm people if they don't get their food stamps, threatening to rob and loot, and he did not have a single thing to say about that, right? Because you got to know he's seeing the same stuff we're seeing. He has no problem with people threatening to beat up old women and take their groceries. He has a problem with the people who are saying, hey, you're not going to take my stuff. Hey, if you try to break into my house, I'll defend my house. If you try to take my food, I'm going to defend myself and defend my food. He has a problem with that. So like I said, it's ass backwards. It's completely ass backwards. And to think that anyone could for 1 second complain about people who are speaking up about defending themselves while turning a blind eye and not even acknowledging all of the people making threats, it's crazy to me. But he's not the only one like this. They all want us to be like this. Okay? They all want it. They want to make things out as if you're the problem. The people who are on food stamps, who are threatening to kill, rob, and loot, they're not the problem. You're the problem because you buy your own groceries. You're not controlled by the government. You don't rely on the government, and you're willing to defend yourself. You're not just going to roll over and allow people to walk all over you and take your stuff. So they act like you're the problem. And they send out dude bros in their cars to rage out and cry about people like you. Okay? Because people like you watching this video and people like me, we're the biggest danger to them. Okay? People who are not controlled, people who do not allow their emotions to take over, people who think logically. We are the number one threat to whatever this power is that is trying to control our world and take over our society. Okay? We are the number one threat. Not muscle-bound, freaking roid-raging leftist weirdos crying in their car over people defending themselves. But speaking about people crying and raging out in their cars, it seems like all day, every day, there has just been a non-stop drip of these videos of people melting down about EBT, crying about food stamps. And even though everyone in America knew this was coming, we got a lot of people pretending like they had no idea food stamps were getting cut off. And they're going to the grocery stores, causing a scene with their EBT cards that aren't working. And they're acting like they had no idea. I had no idea the EBT cards weren't working. I had no idea food stamps were cut off. Therefore, you better give me my free stuff. That's what they've come up with. They think that by playing ignorant and by playing stupid, grocery stores will just say, oh, you know what? You didn't know EBT was cut off. We'll just allow you to take your cart of groceries. And what they're doing is they're going to grocery stores and they're wasting food. They're filling up their EBT carts. They're walking around the store for hours. And then they go to check out knowing damn good and well their EBT cards don't work. And then half of the food in their buggy gets thrown away. It gets wasted, right? And they're doing this on purpose because they're idiots. Not just because they're idiots, though, but because they're spiteful. And because they're so entitled that they think, even though EBT is cut off, that grocery stores are just going to, hey, just take everything, right? It's ridiculous. In fact, I have a clip here to show you guys what I'm talking about. Before I roll that clip, though, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you share the video. If you're feeling generous and you would like to donate to the channel for the holiday season, you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly and humbly appreciated. Now, with that being said, let's roll this clip and then I'll be right back with more.
So nobody was going to tell me that there's a nationwide pause on food stamps. I went to go get a sub because I'm like, hey, they hit today. Oh, sorry, decline. I'm calling the number. They say I got the money. Oh, it's decline. I went to another store. I see this lady. She's using her food stamps. Decline. I'm like, oh, so it's not just me. Pulled up on TikTok saying there's a nationwide pause. Why wouldn't they put it on the app? I checked the app. They didn't tell people that there was a pause. They didn't say anything. And then now I hear that you can't buy candy, ice cream, or soda. So if I wanted some Ben & Jerry's, I can't get that either. How? Like, how? Why? My question is why?
Now, personally, I don't fully believe that she had no idea about all of this food stamps stuff going on. Because I'm not even on food stamps and I knew about it. Half of the people watching this video, you're not on food stamps. You don't even know people on food stamps, but you knew about it. And these people who are on food stamps, especially women like her, their life revolves around food stamps. Seriously, if you go on social media, if you have any of these kinds of people as your Facebook friends or anything like that, then you already know they talk about food stamps like 24/7, even when the EBT wars weren't going on. So this is the latest tactic, right? Is to feign ignorance. We already know these people are ignorant and low IQ already, but they try to pretend like they're just flabbergasted and they had no idea their EBT is cut off. That's their latest tactic. Okay? But also, I'll be fair here. There is a possibility that some of these people don't know what's going on with the food stamps. Because this is something I've actually talked about in prior stories, like the Carmelo Anthony story and stuff. A lot of these people, They live in a different reality than us. Me and you, we live in reality. Some of these ghetto people that we're seeing in these EBT food stamps videos, they live in what I call the Medea-verse. It's like an alternate universe just for ghetto black people. And in the Medea-verse, they don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world at all. They know about the personal drama in the black communities where they live. They know all about the latest rap and hip-hop music. They know all about the latest Medea movies. But they don't know anything else. They know nothing about politics. They know nothing about world affairs. They don't know anything about current events if it does not include some type of ghetto, ratchet, black rap music or something like that. It's like these people live in a world where they're totally clueless to everything else that we deal with on a daily basis. And to be fair, when you don't have to pay your own rent, when you don't have to buy your own groceries, there's less of a reason to pay attention to the world. Because you don't have to worry about anything. If we go blow up Nigeria, if this person wins the Oscars, it doesn't matter to you because your rent is paid for, your groceries are paid for, right? So in many ways, it's like these people opt out of reality because they don't have to work. They don't have to get on the internet and care about what's going on in the world and how it will affect them because they think, hey, my rent's going to be paid for on the 1st and I'm going to get thousands of dollars in food stamps on the 3rd. So they don't even engage in real life. They don't engage in actual reality. So every now and then something like this happens and they have to kind of engage with the rest of the world. They have to step out of the Medea-verse and into the real world for just a moment. And when it comes to people like this, I do not think that they should have the same rights that me and you have. For example, I don't think that people like this should have the right to vote. Because if you are living in your own little world, in your own little reality where you're not paying attention to other issues that affect other people outside of maybe your household, then I just don't think you should vote. I don't think these people who you're on food stamps, this directly affects you. You're getting emails, you're getting phone calls, it's on the news, it's on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. And you still didn't know that food stamps were getting cut off? Well, guess what? You don't know enough to vote. You do not know enough about what's going on in America, in your community, in the world to vote. That's how I feel. I don't feel like low IQ, uninformed, ignorant assholes who know nothing about what's going on in the world. I don't think they should have the right to vote. So yeah, women like her, go ahead and take away that right. Period. If you're not going to so much as try to be informed about what's going on in the world, then why should your vote matter as much as mine? Right? But that's how lazy these people are. They're not only are they too lazy to work, they're too lazy to even keep up with the news and know what's going on. If it's something other than like NBA YoungBoy, rap music, or Cardi B twerking everywhere, then they don't care. Therefore, they should not vote in elections that affect people like me who pay attention. That's how I feel about it. But maybe you guys feel different. And if you do, feel free to let me know how you feel down in the comments below. But while you're down there, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.